Hello, it's Mr Spracklen here. Welcome to the Inspire to Learn Virtual School Video Archive. This is where we keep all the footage from virtual school from the last few months. And from Monday the 25th of May through to Wednesday the 3rd of June, we're going to be replaying you some of our favourite whole school assemblies. And today, we've got a real treat for you. And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the live virtual school here at the Prince of Wales School. I hope you've been busy with the literacy challenge this morning. Sorry I didn't put it up on YouTube, but I know that everyone can access it through the slides. I've already seen a couple of examples of the Paddington work come in, so well done for all of that hard work. It's great to see everyone working so hard in the virtual school. I can see that already we've got a couple of people watching live online. Those numbers will start popping up now. They're getting higher all the time. If you're here, do say hello. We like to know who's here and who's watching us this morning in our second big runs at home. Yesterday, we went up to Maiden Castle Farm and got to see the lambs. It was wonderful to chat to Hazel and to see what was going on live at the farm. And we might go back to the farm later on in the week or maybe next week. We've got a few people saying hello already. Hello to Ava. Thank you very much for watching us. Hello to the Archer family. I'm pleased that you're watching online. Mrs. Howell's watching as well. Hello, Mrs. Howell. Sending you a big wave. Thank you for continuing with your welfare calls that you've been doing and your well-being calls. I know you've been working really hard from home, so thank you. Lexi's watching. Hello, Lexi. Thank you very much for joining us. The Nynham families. Yeah, we'll love assembly time. Fantastic. Great that you can join us as too, the Nynham family. Now, today, we got someone else saying hello, Jensen and Mina, thank you. Today, we're very lucky because we have a local celebrity joining us. A gentleman that's well known to us at the Prince of Wales School, someone that came along to us our science fair last year. And the children may remember this gentleman as coming along to science fair with a very large gold chain around his neck. And that's because last year, this gentleman who's going to say hello now, let's see if we can pop him up on the screen. This gentleman here, David Taylor, former Mayor of Dorchester, now Deputy Mayor of Dorchester. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you like your grand entrance there, David.
Oh, it's marvellous. It's good fun to join.
How are you keeping this morning, David?
Yeah, well, I'm gym upstairs because luckily I saw things going on. I thought, and because 1610 shut down on Friday, which was the last time I had exercising and swimming, and I thought, right, so I bought one.
Fantastic.
And it's been constructed in a sitting room, and I'm now stripping out my office to put it in there with all the pulling tools and weights, bits and bobs. Yeah. So how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Yeah, we're good at the Prince of Wales School. We've got some children here today of key workers, and they've been working really hard. And we've also got a tremendous amount of people that are joining us live and online, right across Dorchester and across the south of England and probably the world, David. So, you know, I've got 62 people watching at the moment. Let's see some of those people. We've got Elsie and Henry are watching us. Do you want to say hello to Elsie and Henry?
Hello, Elsie and Henry.
We've got William and George watching.
William and George, hello, welcome.
And Jessica and Joshua.
Jessica and Joshua, welcome to the screen.
And we've got Isaac, Kissy, and Miss Brown watching. We've got Isaac watching.
Brown, there we go.
We've got Down family watching.
Hello,
we've
Isaac.
got Reese, who's my son, who's watching. Hello, Reese. Thank you for joining us. We've got William and George watching. We've got Jessica and Joshua watching. We've got Henry and Arthur. And we have got, do you know what, David? There are so many names popping up. I'm just going to go through them quickly. Jason, Tilly, Tabby, Hendricks, William Wood, Harlan and Hugo, Maiden Castle Farmer watching. We're going to say hello to George Davies, who loves my beard. Do you think he's admiring my beard or your beard, David?
I'm a bit scruffy this morning, actually. I didn't think to a shave.
Hello from Charlie and Luke. And Rachel, hello to Bradley, hello to Andreas, hello to Grace. Oh, so many people tuning in. Now, David, we want to know this morning, what's it like being the Mayor of Dorchester? Because you did that role last year. Tell us what it was like.
Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. I did over, on the engagements of the year, I did over 300 engagements on the year. 2 was on Christmas Day. And I had to go and say, well, I didn't have to. I wanted to go and say hello to the community big time, not leave anybody out. As you know well, I came to your school least 3 times, I think, for some
You did.
occasions.
Came
And
to the opening of our eco shed last year. You were there cutting the ribbon. And you came to our science fair. I can certainly remember those times. And you came, of course, to we had our children's carnival.
And the book launch. You had a book launch there.
Yeah, that's right. We did. We had a busy year. That's right. And you did a whole host of other things. What was your highlight, David?
Highlights. I love the school. You know my passion for children's schools because I've been working with children for the last 3 years. I'm now an NVQ3 past assessor, so that means I can work with children professionally. And things that's been my highlight when the biggest one that really got me. I had to go to Bryanston, which was an enormous pleasure because the foster carers of Dorset have a special day where they have an event there at Bryanston Hall. And I went, as I was mayor, I was asked to go. And because I went on stage to say there were hundreds of children and parents in this cinema. Anyway, I went on stage and I said, I've got a secret to tell you that you don't know about me. And they were all sat watching me and said, I was in the foster care system myself. And that immediately, they erupted, all these kids' faces just lit up. And it was like, and the parents were like, when you go on stage, you think, oh yeah, it's a figurehead coming on to say hello. But no, we could actually click into them and say, I know exactly what you're going through. Yeah, this is that. And all the systems. I sit on the foster panel as well in Dorset County, so selecting parents and selecting children, etc. But that was one of my biggest highlights because it meant something. Do you know what I mean? They actually was resonating with me, that saying, yeah, now I know.
Yeah, that's really special. David, we've got someone else joining us here. We've got Jacob and Ralph who are joining us from home. Hello, Jacob.
Hi. Hi.
Hello. Have you got any questions for David, who used to be Mayor of Dorchester, now Deputy Mayor of Dorchester?
Yeah. What was your favourite thing?
What's your question?
What's your favourite thing about being a mayor?
Oh, what was your favourite thing about being a mayor?
Yeah. When you are mayor of a town or a city, automatically the first citizen of the county. So that means of Dorchester. So that means you have very, very, very important things to do today to see. And also the fact is when you're going on your duties, your duty is to produce and work with making sure that they get what they really needing and looking for. And that's what the role is all about. You're supposed to be talking to people and with parents, with children, people, anyone really, so that you can get the base of the feeling what's going on. And where things are going good, we praise. And when things are going bad, we look to see how we can help. And that's what the main role is. It's basically the figurehead of the community. That's the thing about it all. It's a very, very important role.
Jacob or Ralph, do you think that one day one of you might be mayor of Dorchester? Do you think you would make a good mayor? Yeah? Why not? You could be. You never know. Yeah, it'd be a good idea. Jacob or Ralph. Ralph, I could see you wearing the big gold chain. Do you think? Do you get to wear a gold chain now, David? I know that you're deputy mayor now. Does the deputy get any special?
Yeah, Rich Speaks is the current mayor. I've just been speaking to him about an hour ago because I'm dealing with some things in Dorchester. Yeah, Rich has been the 21st, and then we wait to see who the next mayor is going to be because we don't know at the moment. So we're just waiting to see what's going on.
Well, thank you. Can I say thank you to Jacob and Ralph for joining the conversation? We're gonna say goodbye to you now, Jacob and Ralph. If you wave, guys, we'll just go back to David. David, we've got another question here. This question is from Samantha Mason. Did you have an option of becoming the mayor? From Tilly. So did you get to choose to be the mayor? How did you become the mayor, I suppose, is the question.
Well, there's a list of service within the town council which you sit on a certain level. And that changes yearly. So because now that I've been mayor of Dorchester, I go to the bottom of the list because I've done it. And then it comes through the process. You get contacted by in person. They come to you and they say, would you like to be mayor of Dorchester? And I said, absolutely. So
why would you say no? Why would you say no? What a great question that was. Let's see. We've got... Yeah, we've got Jason joining us. So Jason's going to pop up. Hello, Jason.
Hi.
How are we doing, Jason? Are you well?
Good.
How have you been getting on with your learning in the virtual school? Everything going well?
There he is.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Jason, have you got any questions for the former mayor, now deputy mayor of Dorchester?
How heavy is your chain thing?
Oh, how heavy
I
was the
weighed it
chain that you
once.
wore?
I weighed it. I think it was about nearly 3 kilos. 3
Oh,
kilograms.
that's quite heavy, isn't it? And was it quite
Yeah, it was
tiring
quite a lot of
wearing it,
weight.
David?
No, because you balance yourself out with it. You balance it either side. But the thing is that I had to sew on my shoulders here, as you can see. I had to sew some little loopholes so they could actually tie the chain to my shoulders so it didn't fall off. Because the one thing you've got to, when you're wearing the chain around, whatever you do, don't lean forward because it comes 1.5 kilograms from the back, comes right at the back of your head, and it hurts.
We've got another question
right?
here. This question is from George, and George's question is a very important question. What did you have for breakfast?
I always have 2 Weetabix.
Two
I always have
Weetabix
2 Weetabix with
breakfast.
milk and little sugar, and then, but some of the events I had to always breakfast meetings, which we have quite a lot of in Dorchester, especially the Chamber of Commerce. But we have business meetings within the town, usually at the Corn Exchange, and we have a proper fried breakfast.
Fantastic. Jason, what did you have for breakfast this morning?
What did you have?
I have porridge.
Porridge. Nice
Well
job.
done, you.
Jason, have you got any other questions for the mayor?
Have you been to Buckingham Palace?
Oh, have you been to Buckingham Palace? That's a good question.
Right, that is a good question because 2 tickets come down every year for the Queen's summer party, the tea party, and they haven't been allocated yet. So I have asked if I could have one, but I don't know whether one councillors, you see. Sorry, 82. 80 councillors and various people in offices in the Dorset Council. So we're waiting to see who's going to be selected, and then if it's happening, I'll go to Buckingham Palace, see the Queen.
Oh, fantastic. The Weiss family say, was it fun being the mayor?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best job. You cannot not enjoy it. When we had the the Greatest Entertainer in the Mulberry Rings, remember that film we put on, the Greatest Entertainer, is that right? Greatest Showman. And we put it on live, the film on in the Mulberry Rings. There were about 4,000 people there. And can you imagine the atmosphere that was happening when all these people really enjoying themselves, singing and dancing and having a great time? And it's just good fun. You know, it's a serious role, but make it fun. You know, it's things that when you go into a room, you don't want to be a steer. You want to go in and just say, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Jason, do you think that one day you might be mayor of Dorchester?
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. That's good positivity, Jason. That's what we like to hear.
Jason, if you want to see my name and all the names of the previous mayors and mayoresses, the ladies as well, it's in the town chambers up in the Corn Exchange. So if you one day, if you go into the Corn Exchange and I'm around, I'll take you up and look at all the names.
Ah, fantastic. What?
Okay.
Fantastic. And can I have a bye and a wave, Jason? Thank you so much for joining in the assembly. That was great to see. It was good to see Jason popping up. We got a few more comments coming in. Lots of people saying hello. A few people that are getting outside this morning, enjoying the good weather. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Mrs. Long saying hello to everyone. Hello, Mrs. Long. We've got the Hoskins saying hello to the Green.
Yeah. Say hello, son.
Waving and saying hello as well. It's wonderful isn't it wonderful, David, that even though we're all stuck inside, we can still have community. We can still join together online and we can still be there for each other.
Absolutely.
And that's really important, isn't it? That we're there for each other.
Absolutely. If it's a phone, email, code, just talk to you. Don't, of course, there's embargoes now, which we've got to stick to, and be sensible because this is a difficult time, shall we say? And therefore, so to give a communication to someone, like my sister lives in Brisbane, Australia, and I'll be on the audio with her tonight. So Australia is in lockdown, as you know, and then my brother's in London with his family, and they're in lockdown as well because he's got 2 daughters and his wife, and they're doing similar things to what you're doing, little activities, make things happen, and education during the day as well, because you've got to keep yourself educated because it's the time now is not to waste it, but to make maximum use of it, to make sure you can get more and more information, more studying, and enjoy what you're doing.
That's right, and that's a brilliant message to end on. Can I thank you, David, so much for joining us for our live assembly today? It's been wonderful to have you, Deputy Mayor of Dorchester, live with us. Jasmine, I've got two people working with me in the room at the moment. Did you have a question?
Yes.
What was your question? Let's just move that around.
Hello. What's
Hello.
the best part? What's the best part of being a mayor?
The best part is realizing that when you are mayor, there are thousands of people watching you. You must never, ever, ever do anything silly. And the thing is that you're there and they know they can come and talk to you or ring you or post to you so that you have an access. I have an access to get things done. And that's important because the fact is my civil role is that I'm elected councillor, I'm an elected Dorset councillor. But the mayor is different again. You go to first citizens, as I said, and when people come and talk to you and need help, that's what's important. And that's the most important thing of my job when I was mayor. And I'm deputy mayor.
Bye.
Has that helped you?
I
Bye.
think that's a good answer to the question. Thank you again, David. We really loved you joining us today. Thank you to everyone that's watching at home.
Dave.
We look forward to seeing you all very soon, and we love seeing all the work that you're doing in virtual school. Keep up all the hard work, and our next live broadcast will be at 4 o'clock when we'll have a refresh on all that's happened today at POW. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye.